Lovecraft Room. How y'all doing? Putting y'all in y'all spot tonight. And I gotta bring y'all down a little bit. Okay, so tonight I gotta move this a little bit. Hope nobody's on yet. Okay. So tonight I'm trying something new, a little different. I'm working outside of my comfort zone. This may be super mega great, or it may be a complete flop. That's basically how we do things here on this channel, is we try it before we buy it kind of thing. So, welcome to Crazy Town. I am your host, Ashley Chauvin. Welcome to Crazy. So, tonight I'm going to be doing a stained glass tumbler. What? Oh. Tonight I'm going to be doing a stained glass tumbler. And I've kind of done this before with lines and stained glassy looking prettiness. But tonight I'm going to be doing a picture with painting and trying to make it look all pretty and stained glassy. And ooh, we're going to see how it goes from there. And I'm hoping that it looks great. And if it doesn't, well, then at least you'll learn all the things not to do. So I'm going to be using glitter from Pink and Purple Monkey Glitter. And these are the colors that I'm using. So I'm going to tell them to you real quick. And then if you need to write them down, this is what you do. You go back and you watch the replay from the beginning. So that's how you do it. All right. So it's Balsam Fir, $5.99, which is the green. Summer Lemon, $96, which is the yellow. Texas Pecan or Pecan or whatever, $151, which is the brown. And Streets of Gold, $91, which is this gold shimmery. Okay? So, all those lovely colors that I'm going to be using. Okay? Can you guess what I'm making yet? Just based on the color. I just popped glitter all in my face. Can you guess what I'm making just based on the color selection? Can you guess? All right, well, if you can't guess, have no fear because I'm about to show you. All right. So the first thing you're going to need, and it's from Pink and Purple Monkey Glitter Company. This is the glitter company. They're really cool, Pink and Purple Monkey. So some of y'all are saying lion, some of y'all are saying Mardi Gras. Oh, I don't know. Could it be lion? Y'all know how I love green and gold. All right, well, let us see. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is cut out your image, okay? Whatever your image may be. And I've already got my images cut out. And this is the part that I usually don't ever show y'all. But I'm hand jobbing my images. And I'm getting them, I'm pulling them with my transfer tape. And you're going to want to cut them. You're going to want a black tumbler. And you want to get your tumblers from A&J Blanks. Their owner is so sexy. She is so fine. I'm just saying. Okay? But their owner is so fine. And so great. And gives the best deals in town. Not to mention has the most fantastic tumblers. So, you definitely want to buy your tumblers from A&J Blanks. So, I'm using a 30-ounce skinny. And clearly, I have sunflowers is my image. You want to do your tumbler in black. And you want to cut your image in white so it's easier to see. Okay? And you want to put your image just wherever. Here, there, everywhere. Okay? And you want your image to kind of have thick lines. And you'll see why at the end. Okay? And I would suggest using removable vinyl. So at the end, it's easy to take it off. Take it off. So it's easy to take off. Okay. So, right? The owner is super hot. She's super great, super hot, really sweet, all those things. Okay. So, I would definitely suggest you buying from A&J Blanks. Not to mention, the quality of cups is bar none. Okay. And so, and usually I have this done, but I wanted to kind of show you this part. So, I'm just kind of willy-nilly in it. And obviously I didn't weed that one little part. So if you didn't weed it, you just reverse weed it and take it off. Not a big deal. And just put it down. Okay. And then I'm going to put a big one right here. And I'm just going to lightly put it on. You don't want to like grind it on there, because you want to kind of be able to take it off. I always hate doing like peekaboo cups and cups that are like, that you're going to take the original stuff off, because they always end up looking so good before you take off the stuff that you end up not wanting to take off what you put on. So I always think, man, that looks so good as it is. I don't want to ruin it, but this is going to hopefully look super fantastic both ways. This removable vinyl sometimes is so hard to take off the backing. And I'm going to put a little one up top, up here. And you can see I'm just like barely just pushing it on there. And then I'm going to put another little one on the bottom. And then we're going to get to getting after it. So the whole cup is going to be covered in glitter by the end of this fiasco. Okay? The whole cup. I see. Kevin, yes, I do remember you, sweet pea. I do remember you. I just saw your comments. I do remember you, love. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to see comments sometimes. But yes, I do remember you, honey. Sometimes on YouTube, baby, it's hard for me to see comments. But I do remember you. Okay? All right. So, I know it looks so good just like this. I don't want to do anything to it. Okay. Cup tutorial over. You just need a black cup and white decals and it's done. Ta-da! Finished. No. All right. We're really going to do this. All right. And you're going to need the devil's glue, which is Mod Podge, which is womp womp. But you're going to need the devil's glue. And while you're waiting for me to fight with this to open it, you can be giving this video a thumbs up. I'm going to pour some glue in here. I know, we can't have music on YouTube, so I just have to sing to you. Wah, wah. You get stuck with my voice. Aren't y'all excited? All right, and I recommend one of these little slancy brushes, because then you can get in all the nooks and crannies that's not made for you grannies, which this doesn't really like have a little like flary thing to open it. You know how it usually has like a little flappy marappy? Well, it doesn't. So, you just cut it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little cup and I'm going to pour a little bit of glitter into my cup. Now I'm using this bright, like, Wappa Stoppa yellow in there for my petals. And then I'm also going to use that hint of gold or that Streets of Gold. And I'm going to kind of mix it. I'm going to use some just the like bright gold. And then I'm going to use some, the mix of the gold and the like Wop Stop yellow. Because sunflowers are like various colors. They're not just like bright. So I'm going to put like a little bit in there and a little bit. And I'm going to just like swoosh it to where it has like a little hintsy of the gold and the yellow. To where it kind of just like has it all. Didn't we almost have it all? No, don't sing it. Sorry. And you can have this glitter. You can have this glitter too. If you shop at Pink and Purple Monkey. Okay. Sweet Mary of Margaret. Alright. So I've got my mixture. I've got my 100. I've got my whatever. Alright. You're going to start in your little leavesies. And you're basically just going to paint. Just like you would a happy tree. And don't worry if you get on the white. Because you're going to pull that white off. And the white is going to leave basically like the black. The black parts of like the stained glass window. And I would say paint like a couple of leaves at a time. Or a couple of whatever you want the same color to be. Paint that at the same time. And try to get as little on the white as possible. Like don't be all willy-nilly and sloppy with it. But I would paint just a little bit. And if you get some on that like midway ridge, I would just try and get it off. And I would paint just a few at a time because Mod Podge dries kind of quick. And you want it to be even Steven. Alright, so I'm going to put my brush down. I'm going to get a little piece of paper because I'm going to pick some of this back up and put it, because it's going to be on the same thing. And I'm just going to swoosh it. Oh, guess what I need? A glove. No glove, no love. I'm going to have to just swoosh this for a second. I'm probably going to have to do a second coat on those leaves. Because I didn't have a glove on. And you know how I feel about touching glitter with my bare hands. And you're going to pop it. And then you're going to go to your next color. And while that dries, because you're probably going to have to do more than one coat because Mod Podge is stupid. And you'll do like a couple with the single coat. I mean a couple with the like light color. And then you'll do a couple of leaves with the mixed color. So I'm going to do that. And you're basically just painting your cup. Like you're going to paint the whole cup. It's going to be like it's going to be a masterpiece. And you're going to have to go over it twice. So it's going to take some time. There's going to be a lot of like slapping it and whopping it and popping it like my mom says with the biscuits. So you're also going to need like a brush to... These brushes have no open doors. You could use Tack It if you wanted to, but I'm using bigger glitter than just ultra fine glitter. So I'm not using Tack It, I'm using the Mod Podge because it leaves a little bit less room for scraping. So I'm just going to go back over it a little bit. I might switch to Tack It. We'll see. I have the tack in here, so we'll see how this goes at first. We might switch. We might switch. There's a lot of... Am I kind of blurry? Am I still kind of blurry? And then you're just going to go over it again. Am I still kind of blurry? Tell me if I am. I'll try and fix it. Okay. Alright, so the person who said I'm kind of blurry, it's clearly you. So fix yourself. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to go to tack it. Because this is just... I'm not a fan of Mod Podge. Let me make a little batch of... Let me make a little batch of tack it. Tack it is really easy. That sound always sounds so gross. It's a little bit of glue and a little bit of water. Like a little of water. Not much. I'm like the queen of paintbrushes. Literally, I have 5,000 paintbrushes. Because, and these are new paintbrushes, clearly. So, and you just need to dissolve this a little bit. You don't want it to be like super, super thick. But you don't want it to be watery like... I can't say it. Oh, I'm on YouTube. You want it to be the consistency of glue. You want it to be a little bit more watery than glue. I can't say it. You know how long it's been since I've been on YouTube? So you just want it to be a sticky consistency. That's what you want, a sticky consistency. That's what you want, a sticky consistency. The end. No further comments. You know how long it's been since I've been on YouTube? A long, long time. Very long. So if you use the tack it method, you're going to rub it in. You're not going to paint it. You're going to rub it and do a little rub job. Which is what we're giving the consistency of what this is. And you would just give it a little rub in. Okay. And then you're going to smack it to get that in. I know, it's been a long while. Probably because it's so hard to explain things in the way in which I need to explain it. Okay, and then you just want to kind of get in between. You really want to get in between that white, wherever your white is, okay? Because that's what you're going to kind of pull up. Not kind of pull up, that's what you're going to pull up. Then you want to go back wherever you're going to put another color or put a color. And you want to be, I mean, semi-sort of precise, but you don't need to be like super mega anal about it. Especially if your design isn't very precise. And I'm just going like in the little groove thing. Shake your groove thing, baby. Show me how you're grooving now. And I'm just going like right in between it. And I'm just getting on it. And I'm going to use like my little metally mix. And I'm going to rub it in. Because I want that like kind of goldy. That kind of gold blaze in between. And on some of the big petals, I'm going to use the gold mix. But not on all of them. So I'm just going to use it on a few, not all. Does that make sense? So, and I'm sorry, I know that this is like the boring part. If you're like watching this on a replay, you can like fast forward to the end and see like the product, because this is like the wah wah. So this week, while I'm fighting through this, I'm going to tell you a story. So this week I got to spend time with Christy Manser, or the Manser family, and Jimothy. And for those of you who don't know who Jimothy is, I'm going to retell you the story of Jimothy and I's first ride together. Jimothy is Christy Manser's husband. And Christy is my admin, and Jim is her beloved husband, who, God love him, puts up with so much crap from us. It's not even funny. So Jimothy, whose real name, poor baby, is Jim, which we torture him by calling him Jimothy. And I say we, I mean me, came down to pick up the Melissa on Your Mind hats. He's Melissa's father, by the way. Comes down to pick up the Melissa on Your Mind hats. And while he was down, we decided that we were going to go to dinner. And so Christy said that she would ride with Kat, and I called dibs on Jimothy. That was a mistake. That was such a mistake. I don't know who it was a mistake more for, Jimothy or for me. So we go to dinner, and poor Jimothy, he's this laid back guy. Now let me tell you, first of all, let me describe this man, and let me describe his machine. Okay. Jimothy is this giant, burly individual. Okay. He's like 500 feet tall, or maybe like 9 feet tall, or at least 7. Okay, 6.25. No, he's literally like this feet tall, like this many feet tall. And you're like, sup, Jimothy? He's like burly, like super mega intimidating, okay? He's like Scaryville, okay? You look at this dude and you think you are in for a butt kicking. Like, if you meet Jimothy in a dark alley, you think he is gonna hurt you. All right? Seriously. You're thinking you're cruising for a bruising with Jimothy. And then this man talks, and he is the sweetest man, and you think he ain't gonna do nothing. He is gonna fold your clothes. That man is the nicest, kindest, most docile human being the most he is going to do is like, he would probably wrinkle your clothes if he was mad at you. He is so well put together, so mild mannered, okay? So genuine, so loving. Just, he's like man of the year, okay? He comes into the house, and Timothy is so, already we have not scored points with him because of the fact that now this poor man has to go rent a U-Haul to take home like 50,000 baby hats. Okay. So I jump on the opportunity to ride with Timothy because I'm thinking we're going to get to the restaurant first. Because Timothy drives a truck as big as his body. Okay. He drives this like land yacht. Okay. It is giant. His truck is almost as big as like most people's houses. It's ginormous. It is this huge, like, it's got like 8 tires on each side. It could, like, Amish people couldn't move this truck. You would need the whole Amish village to move this truck, okay? He could probably snowplow with the folded table people's neighborhoods with his truck. That's how serious Timothy's truck is, okay? It's literally giant. He's got like 8 tires on each side. His truck has hips. That's how big it is. It's got hips in the back. His truck even has this little name on it. Jimothy. Well, it doesn't. It has Jim. But I almost made a thee and brought it on this trip. But I'm already batting 1,000 with Jimothy. So I didn't think that he would appreciate me putting a thee on his car. Then on the other side it has Christy. He's so chivalrous. It's so cute. It's adorable. Okay? It's precious. Okay. So then when you get into this man-mobile, okay, if you don't take a running start, which you don't need to, because all of a sudden it has got like wings. It's like, what? And it's got these running boards that come out every time you open the car to help your little short self get into the automobile. Okay, so it's pretty amazing, to say the least. So we get in, right? Okay. And I'm thinking, yes, we're riding in the land yacht. So we're going to get to the restaurant first. For sure, we're going to get to the restaurant first. Because clearly, everyone in all of the city is going to be super mega fearful of us on the road. Because look at this thing. Okay? I mean, look at it. It was ginormous. So I'm thinking, we're going to get there first. We're going to be batting people out of the city. It's going to be great. We get out of the neighborhood, right? And here we go. And here we go. And here we go. We are going the speed limit. When I tell you the speed limit, I mean the exact speed limit. And how I know is because Timothy's truck has a 52-inch screen in the front seat that is telling us, good job, Timothy. You're going the speed limit. And I'm like, that sign's just a suggestion. It's not really the limit. I mean, you can go faster than 35. And Jimothy is like, he is taking the speed limit seriously. Okay? And I am like beside myself at this point. I'm beside myself. So we get up to a red light, right? And I'm like, all right. We're now behind Kat and Christy. And I'm thinking, okay. We're behind Kat and Christy, no big deal. And the light turns green. And they don't go anywhere. They move not at all. So I'm like, okay. So I look at Jimothy, I'm like, what are they doing? He's like, oh, it looks like they're talking. And he just sits there. I'm like, clearly. I'm like, Jim, blow the horn. Jimothy, blow the horn. Oh, it's fine. No worries. So I'm like getting antsy. The light has now been red for at least 10 seconds. And I'm like, Jimothy, just blow the horn. I'm like, just blow the horn. Oh, they're fine. No big deal. And I am like put out. It has now been like 20 seconds, which feels like 2 hours, by the way. And I'm like, Jimothy, what are you doing? Blow the horn. He's like, it just looks like they're talking. They're fine. It's no worries. I'm getting ready to eat my arm off my face. Okay? Literally getting ready to eat my arm and everyone else's arm off of my face. I said, Jimothy, blow the horn. I'll just give him a couple more seconds. It's fine. I'm like, a couple more seconds to what? What do they need? A couple more seconds for what? So, lo and behold, a couple more seconds pass. Now, I'm like, Jim. He has lost his Jimothy card. Okay? We are past the nicknames. We are on to first names. I'm like, Jim. Honk the horn. They're fine. It's no big deal. We're fine. It is like 35 seconds now. I'm thinking, what the hell are they talking about? We're at the red light. What are they talking about that they need all this time at the red light? So now I am getting like super antsy. We're never going to make, okay? So finally, I say, James, honk the horn. And I roll my hand over to honk the horn. And he goes, I got it. And Jim takes and he goes, boom, boom. Like, you can see him intimidatingly trying to mouth honk the horn because he was not about to get in any kind of trouble with his lovely bride over honking the horn. I said, Jim, honk it. So he finally honks the horn. Kat and Christy, who are in front of us, decide to pull one of these. They turn around in the car that has been sitting there for, I don't know, a good 15, 20 minutes or like 45 seconds. And look at us, like the audacity that we had to blow the horn at them. So we get to the restaurant. They're like, why did you blow the horn at us? And I was like, we're starving to death and you were at the red light for like 25 minutes. or like 40 seconds. But yeah, poor Jim did not want to honk the horn at all. So then when he picked us up at the airport, when we went to the beach, guess who did not want to ride with me? Jimothy. Poor Jim. We have tortured that poor man. That man probably regrets his life choices as allowing his wife to craft, because if she wouldn't have crafted, she would have never met me. So I'm sure he's wishing that she would have gotten into drugs or something much more constructive. All right, let's see how this is looking. All right. Looking pretty lovely. I think it's going to look even lovelier once we pull the decals. If it comes out the way that I'm thinking. If it doesn't, well then you know what? It won't be the first flop. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing for these two sunflowers. Except I'm going to try and go super mega quick. So I might make some few, but some mistakes. If we do, it's not a big deal. Then I'm going to paint the whole rest of the cup this green. Okay. So I might be going a little bit fast. So we're going to act like it's in like super speed mode. Okay. So just fake like we're on fast forward. And I'm going to try and just do basic, like not be bougie schmoozy with it. I'm going to try and just do the outer layer, this all yellow color, so that it's not taking too long, because I don't want to take like 99 years of your time. So forgive me if I'm like, it's not going to be the most detailed design, but I'm trying not to take up like 18 hours of your time. And I can't even say what I wanted to say to that because I'm on YouTube, but it wasn't the remote. I promise it wasn't the remote. And those of you who are on the live that dealt with the remote, you know what I'm talking about. So, take it in faith. On YouTube, I have to be so careful and so good. And I try and be. So I'm doing like super speed mode. Cat does not have the remote again. And if you want to know what the remote means, join our Facebook group at Show Me Chauvin on Facebook. And we have a lovely group. Cat does not have the remote. Y'all stop. Y'all are going to get me in trouble. Y'all are going to get me in trouble. Y'all are going to get me hurt. That's what y'all are going to get. So, all right. And so I'm like speed demoning through this, trying to make sure that I don't take up too much of your time. I know it's late, but I try to be conscious of different time zones and all that good stuff. But this is one that takes a long time. So I'm trying to like hurry. It takes a long time. Okay. And it just does. So, but we had an amazing time in Cocoa Beach. For those of you who kept trying to figure out where we were, we went to Cocoa Beach. We were with the Mansers. We had the most amazing waffles put on the planet. I must have ate my weight in waffles. There was no 10-minute TikTok in there. Actually, I did do my 10-minute TikTok, but after the waffles that I ate, I should have done like 500-minute TikTok. So, it was delicious. It was delicious. And we had a fantastic time. And we saw a rocket launch, which was the coolest. You ain't cool unless you see a rocket launch. And I showed some of y'all the ocean. And we breathed in together for a little while. So that was really nice. So it was definitely a very nice, relaxing trip. I stayed away from my phone and just relaxed and soaked in what I could of a little bit of peace. So, and now it's back to the grind. So, all right. I got one more flower to go, and then we're going to do the green, and then we'll pull. The not pulling is killing me. Like, I want to pull it so bad. But I'm going to need a big brush to do the pull, so. And I need to redo this. One little puddle up here because it looks like crap. And of course now the glitter is not coming out. So, okay. There we go. So far. Got it. So far. That was a good catch. This is what it looks like so far. Which kind of looks like crap, but it's going to look a lot better in a minute. Holy jeez Louise. I got butterfingers tonight. Like there's no tomorrow. That was a good catch. It's like the Follies. It's so quiet. Like on YouTube lives, it's so quiet. That's why it's few and far between I do a YouTube live because there's no music, there's no other stuff. So it's gonna be so different. Okay. Let me get this little guy going. And then I'm actually gonna go all the way around with this sucker. Because I don't need to be super mega intricate. Because I'm just going to use all the same color for this one. Just to not waste time. Because y'all look at the general idea. The whole point of these videos is to show you the technique, not to show off, oh, look at me, look how great my cup is. It's to show you the technique. If that makes sense. It's not to be like, I make the greatest cups. It's to show you, look, this is the technique so that you can go make the greatest cups. Does that make sense? So, and I'll make the greatest cup when I have more time to make it, which will be like on a TikTok or on a YouTube, in my Facebook group. And if you want to learn how to use your silhouette software, or if you want to learn how to do a more intricate design of this, you can join our Facebook group on Show Me Showvan. Or if you want to hang out with us on TikTok, which is nothing but debauchery and tomfoolery, you can join our TikTok. But our TikTok is not work. It is only play. There is no cup making to be had. It's just straight tomfoolery. There's nothing but giggles on that TikTok. Every now and then I'll do some cup stuff, but my TikTok is just nothing but tomfoolery. So, just to let you know. All right. Now I just got to do the middle. And then I almost want to pull it just to pull it. And then I'll do the green after. But I feel like somebody somewhere said, do the background first before you pull it. Anybody want to chime in? Anybody want to chime in on that? Do I do the background first before I pull it? Even though it's killing me and I want to pull it? All for pulling it. Say now. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Because I'm about to pull it. Oh, y'all all suck. Fine, I'll do the green first. I know that's what I need to do. Y'all are all fun suckers. Now my phone's really going off. All right, fun suckers. Look, who said pull it? Thank you. Whoever said pull it, thank you. But you suck because I know that I should not be pulling it. So. I know I'm going to mess it up if I pull it. I know. So I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to do it with a big brush. Okay, big loud bang. Ready? Big loud bang. So if noises bother you or if you have some PTSD and you don't like bangs, then we can't be together. All right, big loud bang. Big loud bang again. Okay. All right. She bangs. She bangs. I wish I could find my big fan brush. Ever since I got sick, I can't find my big brush. All right. One day, it'll come. Some people say, pull it. Some people say, pull it. But I know. Good night, Irene. Huh? Big bang. Not a little bang. Big bang. All right. And this is where you're going to have to be a little careful with your lineage, I guess. Because you don't want it to overlap your sunflower. So this is where you want to kind of be meticulous with your lines. So if I don't look up for a second, I'm not being rude. I'm trying not to be boring. But you want to be really careful not to like ruin the shape of your sunflower. And you want to try and get all your strokes to go the same way. So if you pull up, you want to pull up all in the same direction. And this is where it gets a little like, because you don't want to like be all willy-nilly about it. And it gets a little intense, like the intensity gets a little nerve-wracking. So I'm going to try and get in all the little nooks and all the little crannies. And like I said, I always try and just do like mountains on my cup so that I'm not wasting the glitter. I'm being so meticulous. I know that this is like the boring part. I feel like I should stop it and then just let you see the finished product in the group. That's what I should do. And that's when we go all join the group. Suckers. That would be so cool, but such a good way to make the group grow. All right. I'm trying to hurry. So like this is what it's going to start to kind of look like. And so I'm trying not to like be boring or make it last like 1,000 years. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I have died every day waiting for you. Don't. Let's see. Don't move. There we go. And these little like crannies right here. These little crannies for your granny. They're like all up in here. And I feel like these are like super mega cranified. So just bear with me. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I feel thankful for the people who don't have to watch this live, because then they're not watching literally paint dry. I'm sorry that those of you who are sitting here watching the craziness that is this. Told you y'all should have just let me pull it. But it wouldn't look good. I'm trying to hurry. I'm rubbing as fast as I can. I'm going to need a bigger brush. This is nerve-wracking. I'm trying to hurry. It's coming. It's coming. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Don't stop. Get it, get it. All right. I'm trying. I'm trying. My goodness, the intensity. I feel like y'all are all staring at me. While y'all are staring, if you'd like to give a thumbs up to this video, that would be super impressive. I'd be super appreciative. It would be super, super mega great. If you'd like to thumb up this video. If YouTube would just let me have some music, then I wouldn't have to sit here and sing to you. Or if I can make certain videos private. And then my students wouldn't see them. There would be so much more funnier things that I could say. But we're working. We're working on it. We're working. Start a fight in the comments like we live together. And then we'll go from there. That's what y'all could do. Just start a fight in the comments like we live together. And then that'll keep y'all entertained for the live people. And then for the people that get to watch this on the replay, they can just fast forward through all this boring crap. See? I'm a giver. You're welcome. I'm almost done. I promise I'm almost done. Under pressure. I really do feel like I'm under a lot of pressure. I'm trying to hurry. I can never be like a live tattoo artist or anything like that. Because if people were watching me, I'd be like, stop it. Quit looking at me, Swan. I'd be so nervous. And then that's on somebody's flesh. So if you mess up. I once had a name tattooed on me. And they messed up the rainbow. How do you mess up the rainbow? You're a tattoo artist. Everybody should know the rainbow. Especially if you're a tattoo artist. Like, that's just craziness. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Just a little section. Well, more than a little section, but we're getting there, y'all. It's every time my TikTok goes off. That's why it's vibrating. It's not the remote. Stop. Now I'm covered in glitter. Oh my God. Y'all are making me so nervous. Y'all are killing me. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Y'all are gonna get me taped to the wall or something like that. Okay. I'm almost done. Watch this white part not come off because I've like glued it so much. If that's the case, then we'll figure out new life choices. Which that very well might happen. So we're going to have a plan B, C, and D. Which I think I have, but I'm trying to like slow and steady wins the race, but that's definitely not how you keep people's attention, I'm sure. Almost there. I'm sure this is oh, I can't say that. Please know that I had so many funny things to say during this tutorial that I cannot say because we're on YouTube. But just know I had so many funny things to say, but I cannot say them. But just know they were funny. And there was a lot of them. That last one was really funny. Take note. Be like, what were you going to say at this part? I'd be like, oh yeah, it was this dirty, filthy thing. All right, I think we're done. I think we're ready to pull. I think. Okay. Big bang. Ready? Big bang. Big bang again. One more. Okay. I need a big brush. All right. Here we go. Ready? I'm not. Let me get my big one. Hold on. Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please have worked. Please. Please, please don't be ugly. Please have worked. Please don't be ugly. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm like shaking, and I'm gonna just get right with my life. Okay, that's part of the white. So let me just be okay with that coming off. Please don't be ugly. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. I'm pulling so slow because I'm slow. Just let me pull it this way. Let me pull it in like a little group, and like a grouplet. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're in like a rhythm. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not in a rhythm. Okay, wait. We were in a rhythm for a hot second. Not in a rhythm. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pull all of them because I feel like that's going to be obnoxious. And that's boring. Unless you want me to. But I think this is working. It's totally working. It totally worked. Wait. I've got to get it all off before I show you. It totally worked. Oh my God. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Oh my God, it looks so great. You ready? You ready to see the first one? Dun, 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 dun. Stained glass. See? And the black from the cup comes through. It makes it look like stained glass. Do you see? How cool is that? It's the coolest thing. That came out so great. It totally works. I can't believe it. It totally worked. Okay, so let me give you a few like, this is what happened things. Make sure your black spray paint is all the way dry. You might even want to do 2 coats of black spray paint because black spray paint always comes up, I think, when you put decals on or semi-permanent vinyl decals on. So you might want to put 2 coats of black spray paint or a thick coat of black spray paint and let it dry all the way, okay? So that's one thing. The second thing is that I would stick with using I would say use Tack-It, but if you do, let the Tack-It dry all the way. I didn't because I was trying to do it fast for y'all. But some of my glitter definitely traveled because I didn't let it dry and I was getting sloppy. So because I got sloppy, some of my glitter traveled. So in between your colors, I would do it, let it dry. I would also stay in the lines with your colors because you don't want the Tack-It to get into another section and you to put that color glitter in another section. So if you're trying this with like an intricate design, like, you know, whatever, I don't know, like a, you know, like a dream catcher or something like that, be careful with putting your Tack-It in a different section because that will definitely carry your glitter over. Does that make sense? So it will definitely carry and keep your glitter. If you use Mod Podge, you can take it off. If you use Tack-It, you cannot. So those are the benefits and the disadvantages of using the other products. With Mod Podge, you could just take it off with a little bit of soap and water or baby wipe. With Tack-It, you'll have a harder time because Tack-It always leaves that residue. Tack-It also, when you brush it, will always find a straggler or a hitchhiker will always find its way. So make sure that when you bang it hard, which, you know, good rule of thumb in life, all your life choices. But make sure that it's dry before you go and glitter it anywhere else. This glitter I used was from Pink and Purple Monkey Glitter, and it was amazing glitter. The glitter was flawless, and I used different cuts of glitter. I didn't just use ultra fine. I used fine. I didn't use ultra fine on this. But there's the little one. And the other two I'm not going to pull because I'm not going to waste your time on the live. But those are the other two. So there's a big one. And there's a little one. So those are it. If you want to see me pull the other two, you can join me on my TikTok because I'm going to get off of this and spare some of you the time. And I don't have big breaks in there. But y'all can join us on TikTok. You don't stop. And we'll go hang out there for a little while. I got to clean off my brushes because I never do because I forget. But this is the stained glass window with pictures, paint by glitter. So paint by glitter, and then you just pull it and show it, and that's it. I definitely would spray seal it several times. I definitely would put either like a Mod Podge spray sealer or something like that to keep the glitter from traveling any more than it already did. And so that's what I would do. I hope y'all have a great night. Be good to everybody. Thanks so much. If you want to see the finished cup, it'll be on my Instagram. If you want to join in the shenanigans, join our Facebook group, our YouTube, our TikTok, our Instagram, our everything. And y'all have a great night. Be good to everybody. And thanks so much for being so incredibly good to me. Bye, y'all.